How do you hire your employees? What are some of the things that you're looking for? What are some of the, I don't know. So what's your process in hiring?
We have a 3-step process. Okay, first we'll do Indeed. And then when the person calls, or we call them.
Indeed is the hiring platform. Only reason I know is
yes.
we're doing some hiring right now.
Yes, sir. So Indeed is the hiring platform that we use. Or if word of mouth, we give employees incentives to like recruit for us. Mm-hmm. But if someone calls, we have what we call a first contact. And we'll ask a series of questions to see if we need to take them to the next step. Mm-hmm. And if they answer those questions correctly, and at the end of the first contact is, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. Are you still interested in becoming a first responder?
Gotcha.
Yes. Okay, cool. We're going to set you up for the interview. Now, the interview will ask more in-depth questions like, if this happened and this happened, what would you do? Mm. If you're arriving 30 minutes late, what do you do? Like, so now based on our experience, we generated questions to see if we're going to get the right answers. And you might not have the right answers, but, so you got to be somewhere in that you're just trying to do the right thing.
Yo, have you ever gotten a wrong answer and you're like, why would you put that, bro? Like, give me some examples of like you ask a question and you're like, this is a layup right here, but you just answered that joint wrong.
Well, you know what? I'll go even beyond that. You get people that come in interviews with like flip-flops and a hat and they're like, you knew this was an interview today, right? Like, yeah, okay, cool. We're not interested. Because once you allow that, it's what you set the tone.
Oh, so you're not even wasting time. Like
nah, bro, I'm not that. That's why I'm an EMT. I could jump on the truck myself.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not doing that. You represent me when you represent our company.
Got you.
And so I've had people do that and they come with it and I'll turn them at the door like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. No. And then ironically, it'll make them want to come back and present themselves, in a different fashion.
You take them though, or you're like, you already...
Nah, first impression is huge to me, man. That should be like you and I was just talking. I said, I'm always make sure I put my best foot forward with you. So, just for allowing me here, it's like, okay, cool. I'm up an hour, like, what am I going to wear? Like, because people look at you, unfortunately. People see something, then they hear what you got to say.
You know what I do though? Like for like even interviews, if I say we're going to shoot at like 11, I just tell them 10:30 because in my experience, like people just, they're always like you're going to be either right on time and then we're like behind a little bit and you got to give people room to, room for error, things of that nature. And I guess that's what it taught me about people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I guess you're in a people business where you're hiring people. So how do you want to present yourself as an employer to the employee?
I mean, attitude reflects leadership. So there's a saying, kind of what you said at the fire department. When I was getting interviewed, when I got an interview, if my interview was at 12 o'clock, and this happened to me when I worked for Henry County Fire Department, I was there at 11. Mm-hmm. I'm suit tied, just sitting there like, I'm about to kill this interview. Yeah. And then my lieutenant came out and said, what's your name? And I was like, Hanz. Like, you're here early. In Florida, they had this, I went to the fire academy, they had this saying, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. Mm.